E aí, galera da DJ Mag, eu sou Cuca Pimentel. A gente tá aqui na DJ Ban e eu tô muito feliz porque minha primeira entrevista vai ser com essa diva maravilhosa, Ashibah. Ashibah, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited because you are awesome. You start to sing as a kid, like,
Yes.
But it was kind of like a natural stuff, or you're just like one time you like woke up and I said, I think I want to sing.
Yes. Actually, I've been singing since I was very young. I wrote my first song at the age of 7. And music has always been in me. So when I started writing music at the age of 7 and I used to sing everywhere. Every chance I got, I used to sing along to something. And I've always had music in me since I was a very young kid. So.
Yeah, it was like really present.
Yeah,
in your life.
it was.
And you just start to sing. You went to school, or did you make some courses like? No, it was natural,
taught myself.
completely natural, like the feeling.
Yeah.
You just get in.
I actually never went to singing school because I kind of just wanted to find my own sound, my own, and I kind of taught myself everything that I know.
Yeah, it's about personality.
That too, yes, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
And I think that if you want to learn something, there's a million different ways to do it.
Yeah.
And this was the way that I found was
Yeah.
good, was what I wanted to do.
And did you play something before being a DJ, like an instrument or something, or just sing?
I used to sing, and then I used to play an Arabic instrument called the oud, which is an old school, like kind of lute thing. And I've dabbled in a little bit, like a little guitar, a little piano, a little bit, but like my vocal is what I've really worked on the years, producing my vocal well, working with my vocal, writing, and trying to master that.
And about writing, the thing, it's 7 years old. It's awesome, like very young kid.
Yeah.
Like it just came.
Well, I was, like I said, I was singing all the time, and I remember I started like singing this melody that was really cool, and actually I still remember it, actually, and I remember started like, oh, this is cool, and then I just started writing what I was thinking about and everything, and which was a lot of different experiences, so,
that's awesome.
yeah.
It's good because you started like really young.
Yes.
And about DJing,
Yes.
when did you start DJing? How old are you when you start?
I actually don't remember exactly how old I was, but I've been very influenced by soul music,
Yeah.
and I started getting into house because of like the classic house, kind of the soulful connection with that.
Paradise Garage kind
Yes,
of thing.
yeah. I
love
used
it.
to listen to that
Chicago
and Chicago
stuff,
kind
yeah.
of stuff, and I bought a setup. I was like, okay, I gotta learn this shit because because I remember I was listening. I was like, oh, I'd like to try that. I'd like to do that and that. So I bought the setup and I was just taught myself how to.
And did you go to the clubs already? Then?
No,
Or
yeah,
not?
I was actually, that was in school. I used to DJ at the dances in school. Yeah, at my dances at school.
The proms.
Yeah, the proms and shit. I was like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
you know.
This is my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started DJing there, and then I kind of, because I was singing on the side and DJing everything, and then I started kind of putting things together because I was like, why not combine two?
And it was hard, this transition, or happened naturally?
It happened naturally, but it was hard to find where I wanted to be in that, like, because I think it's really important to figure out what your sound is and kind of master what it is that you want to reflect on a dance floor or with your music and production and everything. So it took time for me to find that balance.
And there's a lot of equipments you should
Definitely.
test before
Definitely.
to get one like said, no, this one, it works for me.
I've used a lot of time to test both microphones, but also set up. My number one advice and one thing that is the most important thing is to keep your eyes on the crowd.
Yeah.
Don't get too much. Don't have too much of a situation going on that takes your focus away from what you're actually there.
Yeah.
It's to connect with people.
Exactly. And because we saw a lot of DJs they don't even look at the crowd. I think it's so strange because they are there for you, and you have to like make this connection. It's so because they feel the music. Music is all about the soul, isn't it?
For sure. But I think a lot of DJs love to play music and love music, but maybe are introverts or have a hard time. And I think that it's great that there's space for both introverts and extroverts. So a DJ can play good. Like I know some of my favorite DJs. Some of them are like really out there, and some of them are actually quite into the music. But I think
really focused.
when push comes to shove, it's all about the music. And if you have that connection with people, it's amazing.
Yeah, and the scene, the girl scene, girl power is getting bigger and bigger.
It is.
That's the DJ Mag. Is one of the proofs of everything that's moving is happening.
Yes.
Movement. And what do you think is really good for the woman inside the industry and the things not good?
Okay, that's a very good question, actually.
Yeah.
I think what's let's start with the bad first, because it's always the bad thing is that you have to work 10 times harder than the men do, because you have to prove yourself. Even though, like, I've been on lineups where I feel that I'm equally on the same level, but you always have to work that much harder as a woman to prove that you're there, that you're spot. You're a professional, you're good, and you deserve to be there.
Exactly.
So that's the bad side. The good side is that there's so many amazing, strong females today that have been creating kind of this movement of all sorts of different genres and empowering the female voice in electronic music.
We were talking last Thursday about Black Madonna and Honey Dijon.
Amazing.
They are amazing.
Truly inspirational, for sure. And there's a lot of these kind of different DJs worldwide. In Brazil, actually, there's a lot of really, you have somebody like DJ Anna, who's amazing. She's a big inspiration. There's a lot of really strong females here. And we're just kind of, in general, I think that females are here to stay, especially in electronic music. And I think that's the good thing. The good thing is also that men are starting to accept that.
Exactly. That's what I was about to ask you. Like,
which is beautiful.
It's changing?
It is, for sure.
Like baby steps, but it's changing.
It's changing, and it takes time. These things take time. Like it takes. And I've worked in this industry for almost 15 years now, and I've worked my ass off the way up the ladder. And a lot of people are like, oh, don't you? I'm like, yeah, but it's okay. It's worth it. It's worth every minute, because if you love what you do, then it's worth it.
And a good thing is, like, the women in general, when they see like a lineup like basically like only male, like, what the fuck is going on? Where's the women? And now everybody's asking, and like, what's happening?
I believe male.
That's nice.
I love that. One thing I do want to say is I believe male or female, if you're good at what you do, you deserve the exact same chance, if you're male or female. And on a lineup, if a female is just as good as the others, male that are there, she deserves the same. But there's also a lot of females and males that aren't very good DJs, but get to be on a lineup that they actually might not really deserve. So I think no matter the gender, which is really important that people get, is that no matter the gender, if you're good at what you do, then you deserve to be as equal part on the table.
Everybody, and you have to work for it.
For sure.
Because it's a really tough industry. For
everybody.
Not only for the girls, for the guys too. Because to get in, it was really hard for you. It was hard for you too. It was.
It took, and it still is today. There's still people that I meet along the way, even though I've had the success that I've had, that still are like, yeah, but, like, you know. And I'm like, no, honey. Yeah, but that's how it is, and it's okay. I remember always when I see that when that happens, I'm always like, that says more about you than it does about me, and you'll change that when you see what I can do.
Yeah, perfect.
So I just let the music speak for itself. I don't take that battle because it's not worth it, and I think the way that you can change is by action and not only by words.
Yeah, you're gonna spend your energy that
I should spend it on stage, not discussing with an idiot.
Exactly. That's perfect.
Yeah.
What the message do you want to pass with your music for all your crowd?
I think there's definitely two different messages. A lot of people, they ask me one, like, what inspires you? And for sure, the energy that you have, the connection, that love, that musical love that you have with people, that form of energy, that right there, that is the most amazing thing. It's the most amazing feeling. I don't believe that there's any drug in the world that can give you a high like that. There isn't. It's on another level. I think that's one of the things. I think that what I would love to give out through my music is positivity, love, and good vibes, good energy. That's awesome. That's all that matters.
And you're always in Brazil, like you're here a lot. I love it.
I love it too.
And I know you're half Brazilian right now.
Yes.
You know, and I asked you, and you're gonna live here, please. Yes. And you're gonna be my neighbor.
Yes. My plan is to stay as long as I possibly can.
And let me ask you something to finish this interview. What's the girls who's starting right now? And what's the most important thing that they want to know if they want to get in this industry and do what you're doing?
Okay, that's a very good question, actually. And I like I said, I actually, somebody asked me that on Instagram the other day, and I told them that was a really great question. I think what's important is I usually say a couple of different things. One is find out what kind of artist or DJ you want to be, what kind of sound you want, what kind of because a lot of people, they listen to a lot of different DJs and they get inspiration, which is wonderful, but create your own sound. Be yourself. That's one. Two, learn your craft, learn the techniques, because what you need to make sure is that your eyes are on the people and not on your decks. Because if you learn and you master this and you can work it quickly, no matter what happens, you'll always be in control. And that's one thing that I think is really, really important. And three is to get out there and make mistakes and learn from them and meet people and just be true to yourself. If it's music you want to do, you should do it.
You see it? Let's do it. Ashibah, thank you very much.
Thank you, honey.
Galera, essa foi a Ashibah, nossa querida Ashibah, que já é meia brasileira, que já tá vivendo com a gente aqui no coração, já vive no coração. E aguardem, viu? Porque vem muito mais menina aí por aí, Girl Power na veia, DJ Mag.
Yes.
Tchau, tchau.
Tchau, tchau. Beijos.
Yay.